Okay, today we are going to do some comprehension. Comprehension is when you read something and you answer questions about what you read. So I'm going to show you an example. I'm going to read you this little story and I'm going to answer the questions about it, okay? And then we'll do some together, all right? So this story is called The New Bicycle. Do you have a bicycle at home? Do you have a bicycle at home?
Let me see.
Yeah, you do, Terrence? What color is your bicycle?
I have a red bicycle.
You have a red bicycle?
Well, it was red a long time ago, and then I had a new bike. It's black.
Oh, wow. Awesome. All right, so, Schuler, everybody, I want you to sit up nice and tall in your seat and pay attention to the story, okay? All right, so it says, Emma has a new bicycle. It is bright pink and shiny.
Bright pink?
It was a gift from her uncle. He hid it behind a bush to surprise her. When Emma looked behind the bush and saw the bicycle, she jumped for joy. It was just what she wanted. She gave her uncle a big hug. She loves her new bicycle and she loves her uncle. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here to my first question. The first question is, what color is the bicycle?
Pink.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back up here to my story and I'm going to look. It says Emma has a new bicycle. It is bright pink, okay? So I am going to mark that right here. So I'm going to say it is bright pink, okay? So then I'm going to come down here to my question, what color is the bicycle? And I'm going to write bright pink, okay? So now my next question is, who was it a gift from? So let's see, let's look back at our story. It says it was a gift from her uncle. So, who was it a gift from?
Uncle.
A gift from her uncle. So, I'm going to highlight my answer in the story. And then I'm going to take my pencil, thank you. And I'm going to say, who was it a gift from?
Uncle.
Her uncle. Okay? Now, the next question is, where was it hidden? Where was the bike hidden? Let's see, let's look in our next sentence. He hid it behind a bush to surprise her. So where was it hidden? He hid it
on the
behind, not on the bush, but behind the bush. Behind a bush. So where was it hidden?
On the bush.
Behind
the
bush.
My uncle.
Okay. And then my last question is, what did Emma do when she saw the bicycle? So let's look. When Emma looked behind the bush and saw the bicycle, she jumped for joy. So what did Emma do when she saw the bicycle?
Jump for joy.
She jumped for joy. So I'm going to highlight my answer in the story. And I'm going to write my answer. So she jumped
for joy.
That means she was what? Was she happy about that?
Yeah.
She was very happy about it.
Yay,
Okay.
Miss Becca.
Yay, all right. So it tells us about our story and we can always look back at our story and find our answers, okay? So now we are going to do one together, okay? So
Are
I have a copy
these
for each of
cookies?
you. This story is a different story. It's about making cookies. Okay?
Oh,
So now
we can take the whole.
I'm going to put this one up here so we can talk about making cookies, okay?
Making cookies.
All right, and I have a highlighter for each of you to use.
Mark.
Yep, a highlighter. Okay? So now, don't highlight anything yet. Wait until I tell you. So first what we're going to do is we're going to read our story all the way through, okay? And then after we read our story, we're going to look at our questions and go back in the story and find our answers, okay? All right, so let's read the story first. All right,
Okay.
so let's see. Greg likes to help his mom make cookies. Chocolate chip cookies are his favorite. His mom likes them too.
He put in the
Can
oven.
you read this part?
He adds the chocolate chip cookies to the
Yep, he adds the chocolate chips to the batter. Then he stirs them in. He forms the batter into balls and places them on a baking sheet. His mom places the baking sheet into the oven. When the cookies are in the oven, Greg licks the last bits of batter from the bowl. He can hardly wait for the cookies to be ready. In 30 minutes, the cookies are finished baking. The cookies are hot and yummy.
Let's do the questions.
Okay. So we read our story, now we're going to look at our questions. So it
What's
says,
the kid of cookies of the Greg's favorite?
okay, so what kind of cookies are Greg's
Let's
favorite?
back it
So
off.
open your highlighters, ready? So let's look back at the first sentence and see if we can find our answer. Greg likes to help his mom make cookies, okay? It says chocolate chip cookies are his favorite. So what kind of cookies are Greg's favorite?
Chocolate chip cookies.
Chocolate chip cookies. Good job, Terrence. So highlight chocolate chip. Right here, Joshua. Chocolate chip cookies. Yep. Good job. Okay, so now we're going to write right here. What kind of cookies?
Chocolate chip cookie.
Chocolate chip cookies.
Chocolate.
Okay. Very good.
Chip. Cookies.
Good.
Oh.
Okay. All right, ready for the next one? All right, the next question says, what does he do when the chocolate chips are in the batter?
I
All
did
right,
that
so
one
let's
already.
look. Okay, so what did you find for the answer, Schuler?
He licks it.
What does he do when the chocolate chips are in the batter? Let's see. He adds the chocolate chips to the batter. Then he stirs them in. So he's going to stir them in, right? So right here is your next answer. So come right here where it says, then he stirs them in. Good job,
Then
Terrence.
he
stirs them in.
in.
Here, Schuler, would you like to use my pen to write?
Yeah.
Is that a little easier?
Stir.
There you go. He stirs them in.
He stirs them in.
Here, here's your pencil if you need a pencil to write.
Then
He stirs them in. Very
stir.
good.
In.
Good. Okay. All right. So, question number 3. Oh, I didn't write my answer, did I? Stirs them in. Okay. So now it says, where does he place the balls of batter? So let's look. He forms the batter into balls and places them on a baking sheet. So where does he place the balls of batter?
A baking sheet.
On a baking sheet. Good, Terrence. So on a baking sheet. Okay, do you see it? So look, Joshua, right here.
On a baking sheet.
Good. Did you find it, Schuler?
On
So he forms the batter into balls and places them on a baking sheet. Yep, on a baking sheet.
Got it.
sheet. Now the fourth question.
Now the last question.
No, not finished.
Oh, you're not finished? Okay. Let's wait for Schuler to finish. But you can just write on a baking sheet right here. On a baking sheet.
Baking.
Good job. Very good. All right. So the last one. What does he do with the bowl? Let's see. When the cookies are in the oven, Greg licks the last bits of batter from the bowl. So what does he do with the bowl?
Lick it.
He licks the bowl.
Wait, what?
So he licks the last bits of batter from the bowl. Very good.
He licks
Looks from the bowl.
Good. Good job.
the ball.
Good. Yep, so he licks the bowl. Very good. Good.
Did it.
Is that all I had to do?
Yep, I'm gonna give you instructions for the next part, okay?
How many do
Let's
we
wait.
have to do?
Let's wait for Terrence to be done, and then I'll tell you what we're gonna do next. Very good.
Wait.
You're fine. We'll wait for you. You're good. That's the last bits of batter from the bowl.
Rachel.
Good. Good job.
Again.
Okay, so now I want you to try and do this one by yourself, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna read the top story on your own, and then we're going to look at the questions and highlight your answers, okay?
Where? A cool bear.
The coal bear.
A cool
All right, read it quietly to yourself.
Bear.
Squirrel.
It's
Squirrel. It is cold. He wanted the weather. The fast he eats on. Next day in the den. And the bed foots in the whip and legs. So he won with the war. He won the eats and more. It's here in the weather. What is yes? It is a winner here.
question.
Now the questions.
Now the questions. Answer your questions quietly, okay?
Who is a calendar?
The character.
Bear.
What is a character?
All right, so find your answers. Look, highlight, read your answers and highlight the answer, okay?
First, he eats us.
Okay, so let's look. It says, who is the character? So who's the character in this story?
A bear.
A bear. Good. So you're gonna highlight your answer.
I want to circle bear.
Okay.
I did that one.
Very good, sure.
Who is the character? Bear. Now the second.
Okay.
What does a bear need to do? What it does a bear need to do?
Okay, so look back into your
Time.
story.
First, he asks. Let's change that word into this. First, he eats a loss. The third round.